G'day everybody, it's Max, and welcome to the Final Fantasy VII tutorial playthrough. That's right, I'm going to play this game right from start to finish in celebration of 15 years of awesomeness. And of course, with the new Final Fantasy VII re-release this week, of course, I've been very excited to give it all a try and put it all together. Now, I have always been one of the very fortunate to actually own the original Final Fantasy VII disc and box, and I bought Final Fantasy VII when it came out. Cost me, I think the price tag on the box here says something like $59.95 or $60. But my, I have the triangle shaped type box, the sleeve, my 4 discs, everything is just beautiful. And I mean, we're talking pristine. We're not talking those scrapes and scratches and, nothing. You look at the back of this disc, you can brush your teeth in it. That's that good. And I have always been very fortunate, and as the years have gone by, we have gone through many different methods of trying to make it work on different computers as the operating systems have gone by. And now, of course, they have now re-released it as of last week at Square. Of course, now you can digitally download the game. It's been updated to the latest OSs. And that, I think, is pretty cool on its own. So I'm looking very forward to that. Now, I was going to actually play on my original disc, but of course, when the 15-year special came out, the digital download, I got that instead, only because it just saves me some time to actually put it all together. Because making that 15-year-old game work in Windows 7, that's a bit of work. All right, it never was an easy process, and there was always a few quirks about it. So like there was a few things about the mini games that were always kind of quirky when it came to running my discs on the newer OSs. But we don't have that problem now. So with that, we are going to get started into Final Fantasy VII. Of course, the whole backstory is that the planet is using Mako energy and is draining the life source. And of course, we are now about to join the gang of Avalanche. And they are, of course, I don't want to say they're a terrorist group, but they're pretty much borderline one. And at the same time, they are out to stop the Shrine Company from being able to use Mako energy and what's left of it for their power sources. Meanwhile, there's a secondary story going on in the background, which is much more deeper and dark than anybody imagines. And that, of course, unfolds as the story opens up. So let us now start with Final Fantasy VII. Let's get on with it. And in this particular case, we will be going with a brand new game. And of course, this should be very interesting. Here, of course, it is showing us the keyboard layout. And just to make sure that you can use it, life is good. Dun, dun, dun! I love the intro to this game. I'm ready to go! And it's on. Karate chop. Hiya! And the hero of the day arrives. Yo, come with me. Alright, so just before we get going on with Barrett here, just a few odds and ends. Of course, my goal in this particular playthrough is to be able to not only play the game, of course, but to try and provide a certain method to the play. There are many different things that have been established over time, and we'll actually talk about them as the series goes on. But I do try, just to keep it simple in this particular case, I am going to try and accomplish some tasks that I have in mind. And as you can see here, look at that. He has a potion. In fact, I think he can do that twice. Yeah, he's carrying 2 potions. Isn't that kind of weird? On your disc version, by the way, they only have 1 potion. You can either get it from the guy at the end or the guy at the beginning. But you usually only get 1. But in this case, you get 2. So I'll take it. Oh no. Hey, what's that? I was just walking around in a train station. You didn't have to come up and beat me up. I just want to make note, this is the only time that you can be in a fight and a knife wins over a gun, okay? So that whole saying of don't bring a knife to a gunfight, that don't apply here. Yeah, thanks for the 3rd potion. We're out of here. In we go. Alright, dialogue time. Yeah, that's right. I used to be in Soldier. And you guys are all Avalanche. Yeah, Soldier's the bad guys to you guys. I was in Soldier, but I quit, and I'm with you guys now. Oh, didn't catch my name though. Okay, so this will be the only name I actually change, and when I reference Cloud in the general sense, I will probably actually say Cloud. Now, all the other names I will actually be keeping as their default names, so of course as I make reference to them, you know exactly who I'm talking about. But as the main character that you play, I'm always a big believer that you should always name the main character as you want. I did that wrong. I'm missing a letter. There we go. So, if I reference Cloud, I'm actually going to reference him as Cloud, though I will be using my name throughout particular stances. And as for the rest of the names, they will be staying as default. That way we can, of course, make quick reference to them, and you'll know exactly who I am. I am Maximus. I don't want to know who you are. I just want to do the job. Oh, Barrett's not happy though. What are y'all doing? Don't move around in a group. Yeah. Listen. Don't you worry about me, dude. I got my job. I know what I'm doing. Ex-soldier, huh? I don't trust you. Yeah, I don't trust you either, Barrett. But, you know what? I got no choice. You're gonna pay me some money. You're gonna give me my monies and I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna say that. Someone wants to be handing me my monies at the end of this mission. Alright, let's go in there and get him. This is exciting. So I must admit, the remake, I'm pretty impressed with it. It seems to be running really good on the computer. Not having any problems in that regard so far. I did do a little bit of a test run, a couple of levels. It's running good. Oh yeah, you guys with your big guns. I just brought my big knife. Watch this. Hiya! Oh man, that gotta hurt. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Oh, that was quite the slap. Here, take this. Oh yeah. It's party time. Put the sword away. That's right. You know it. You know it. Alright. Let's carry on here. Alright. Convo time. Is this my first time in reactor? No, man. I was in Soldier. I've been in lots of reactors. Come on. Yes, the planet's full of Mako energy. And, of course, that's what we're all here to stop, right? I'm not here for the lecture. Just let's do it. Fine. Come with me from now on. Actually, you're coming with me from now on. I'm not actually going with you. So, whatever. Anyway, open the door. Cling. Code deciphered. Cling. Code deciphered. Alright. Now before we actually get into the third door, we're actually going to go into the menu system for a minute and have a look around. Alright. So the reason we've come into the menu system is because we want to do something right away. And that is placement. Alright. So Barrett in this particular case uses guns on his robotic arm. And the nice part about that is that you can actually move Barrett to the back, like so. Now by doing that, this allows Barrett full control and full weaponry, but only takes half damage. He and Yuffie are the only two that really can do that, unless, with a few other exceptions. Alright, we'll talk about those as time goes on. But right now, Barrett's the only one you can do this. Maximus, of course, Cloud, has to use his sword. It's a contact weapon. He has to stay in the front row. But Barrett, using bullets, can be moved to the back row and still gets full damage. Let's move on. That's right. Let's do this. I'll just get this button over here. Okay. Click. Now this elevator scares the heck out of me, because it goes from 7 to 5, 7 to 5, 7 to 5. I'm pretty scared of this elevator. I'm just putting that out, okay? Yes, we know, the reactors are draining all the life energy out of the planet. It's not my problem. Oh, Barrett doesn't like that. What do you mean it's not your problem? See, I think one of the reasons why this game became popular is because of the real-world overtones that it carries. But we'll talk more about that later. Barrett's just cranky right now. He thinks I should care more. I care less. Alright. We are here. I'm telling you, Jess, hey, she can run. Like, she got some legs on her. Look at her go. I mean, I'm having to boogie here just to keep up. Alright, so now here's where you really get to see the benefit of being in back row but still doing full damage. I like having a gun. Yay! Money. We need money. Alright, let's go. So, you notice there that we just got the instructions for getting on ladders. Just stand in front of them and push the OK button. So, the funny part is that they give you them instructions, and then you don't use them half the time. So, like this ladder, no, you don't need an OK button for this ladder. You can just go down it. It's okay. Ooh, you guys here. Dude, like, come on. You gotta deal with your side, I gotta deal with my side. You got that? Like, we can't be having this. Like, you're the one with all the muscles. Gee. So I didn't need it for that ladder, but I do need to push the OK button for this ladder. And you're thinking, okay. Oops. So down we go. Now here comes another ladder. Do you need the OK button? Nope. I automatically jump onto it. Why I had to learn about this OK button? Don't know. Because you don't use it for half the ladders. Alright, so here we are at another little bit of a quirk to the game. Of course, this is a save point. Though you don't learn about the save point for another 20 minutes or so, this is a save point. And when you're in a particular town, you have to use these save points to be able to save your game. When you're out in the real world, or the world map, you can save wherever you want. But in an area, you have to use save points. So in this particular case, we will use the save point here, and we're just going to let it upload these files here. And it takes a little while. I'm kind of surprised. Alright, so nevertheless, we're going to save our file here. There we go. And the reason we did not choose, save 1 is that's my experimental area. Save 4 was just me testing the different saves and how they work in this new downloaded version. So with that, we are en route again. Now, of course, I have to time these to go with the save points when I'm in certain towns. But we'll actually save on the way back out to end the episode. Now, Barrett, you better be dealing with yourself. Now, this is also the first time we'll actually get to try some magic out. So we'll tell Cloud here to actually bolt that gunship, and that will take care of him pretty easy. Just like so. Barrett, meanwhile, is not handling his business. I'm not impressed. So we actually got to use a little magic on that one. And that's always a good thing to try out. We'll actually talk more about magic after we get out of this mission. You get, most of this is all about just, about fighting, except for a little magic. So, there's some materia there. It's restore materia. You find it, but you can't use it yet. So, when we blow this place up, it's going to be nothing more than junk. You set the bomb. Why should I set the bomb? Yeah, you just don't want your fingerprints all over the place. Yeah, I'll do it. Uh-oh. I wonder what that was about. Alright. That was a little weird. We'll have to get back to that. So it's not just a reactor, is it? This probably isn't good. Alright, Guard Scorpion! It's our first boss attack! Yay! And we're going to bolt it again with magic. Now that's because certain spells work better than other spells. So for example, lightning type spells work great on machinery, as ice works great against fire monsters, and fire works great against ice monsters. So that is why we use our wonderful spell of Bolt, because Bolt in this case kills any machinery really quick. Fire also works good against general animals. Oop, there we go. Now you notice I'm not jumping right away at hitting this guy again and again and again. I could just keep hitting the OK button and it would keep attacking him. But he has an attack of his own that I really gotta watch out for. Okay, so this is Guard Scorpion's deadly attack. I say deadly, but it's not that deadly. Okay. If you attack while his tail is up, he'll counter-attack with his laser. So, in this particular case, we're just holding off, standing here, waiting for him to put his tail back down. Now, if we attack him, he just hits us both with a laser that does about 40 points damage each. Just makes it a little more exciting. But in this case, we just wait until he puts the tail down, and then we're good to go again. Now, if we're quick enough, we should actually be able to kill him before he does that attack again. So now that he's done that, we'll actually be able to hit him again here. Now, this is a good time to actually mention that that Cloud has hit his limit break. There are general attacks, and then there are limit break attacks. When you've been hit so many times by a bad guy, you get furious and angry, and you get a special attack called the limit attack. You have 4 levels to this limited attack, and the first one for Cloud is Braver, and in this case we're now going to use that. His limit bar is going to drop, and then of course he will have to get hit so many times again by a bad guy to use it again. You'll notice that Barrett's limit attack is also very close to being ready. Okay, so he's using search scope, so we're probably pretty safe. Anytime he does a search scope, he always does a general attack afterwards, so you can usually go ahead and attack. So Barrett has now reached his limit break, but it doesn't matter, he's already dead. One boss down, a whole lot to go. A whole lot to go. Yay! 100 experience points. Holy smokes. Let's hope it's never that bad again, because let me tell you. And an assault gun. Woohoo! Come on, we got to get out of here. 10 minutes to detonation. Okay, so we now have 10 minutes to actually get out of here. Before I do that, though, only 10 minutes. I got lots of time. We're going to do a few things here. We're going to use an item. We're going to use a potion to fix me up a little bit. And the potions give you 100 HP experience here. So we'll actually use a couple of those on us. We're also going to equip Barrett with the assault gun. This gives him a little more strength in the gun. And why not? Now he'll actually be able to kill soldiers on the way out. Alright, and we have now made it back to the save point. So here we will save our game again. Alright, with that, I leave us here, and of course, that is the end of episode 1, and of course, now we've got to try and get out of here, stay alive, stay safe, and the timer is ticking on down. So, until the next episode, I'll see you on the next one.